bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. Satellite to track where you are and see your black as night, attack it with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of its secret hatches and frauds. You gotta take it back to the start. You gotta tap and learn to rap from the heart. Yeah, yeah. Talented, all alone. Think with fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come on.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. Here comes Roy Jones Jr., 180 centimeters tall and weighed in at 159 on the dot. And standing across from him, one of the greatest to ever do it, the boxing legend, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
So here is Roy Jones Jr. This, of course, one of the great young champions in the world today. They call him Captain Hook. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division, multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
It would be ding-ding from first start there, off.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook, introducing Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a four-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
This is the night.
All right.
Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could cut it with a knife.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Swing and a miss with the hook. Well done with that counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Jab misses. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. That jab doesn't score. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
It's smart. You're getting your time.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes, and you're switching.
A few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
Get back out there and win the round.
Here we go. It's round 2. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Beautiful counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any rounds anywhere this year. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Perfect counter shot. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. Fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing?
Get your be smart, otherwise he'll see it and he'll right.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
This fight has a real good flow to it. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round here so far.
skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice defense on that jab. That counter shot lands. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That counter shot lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Back to the fence on end and think about what you do. Good work.
This round, kid, you had everything in the bag, and now you're going to let him back in.
Backs of the pin. Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. The jab's working nice. Those 1-2.
Your shots off. Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round.
Just don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely done. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Not a lot of defense here at all. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you...
On to the 5th we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter shot lands. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That uppercut can't get through. Nice counter punch right up the middle. counterpunch right up the middle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
What are you doing? Come on, you're switching on.
Now, don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for a one shot at a time.
Now, it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You got to take that confidence away.
That's it. He's hurt, he's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish it. You were smart, you weren't loading up.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. So let's go out there and let's
Forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense of...
But we don't care. We don't care. Go out there, you win this next round for me, kid.
Load up, don't be looking there for a one shot at a time. Set him up.
Go, win the round on your jab.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
See it and you ride it out.
I don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this.
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just avoids the left uppercut. Catch and shoot. Nice job by him to block that jab. They exchange punches. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the Glamorweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights were admitted?
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big heavy blow, and Saul is down.
And what a shot was that, a flash knockdown? He should get up from that, he's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Loved the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Hey, stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Back together. You've been coasting this fight, and now you're going to let him get back in.
Don't give him those free shots. Keep smart. Now, don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for a one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely
Take away that confidence, stop him in his tracks.
smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into this.
That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up.
Your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
Take the round off. Win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping around.
There's the bell for round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. They exchange punches. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Come on, switch on. Switch on.
About what you do. Good work. Getting your time in order.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just block.
Shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work. Now don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for a one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out.
Back on the job. It's a terrible round, that is. Come on.
But you've got to be smart. Otherwise he'll see it and he'll ride it out.
And we enter the 8th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. Did you see that? We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will he do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. So far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. This shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Oh my word, big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas.
Is he out? Is he gonna move? Is there a twig?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Talking about Alvarez in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Better than that. You getting soft on me?
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great.
You had everything in the bag.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Alvarez in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Big breaths.
Think about what you do. Good work. Now don't
Breathe. Breathe. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry.
You'll take it.
Here comes the 10th round. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Good defense stopping that jab. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
They got out of the way of that right hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Holding nothing back here in the round. Incredible work rate. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened, a unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a...
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi Todd, nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Here is Roy Jones Jr. They call him Pensacola's finest. tipping the scales at 159 pounds spot on. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. Out of Harlem, New York, 72.6 kilos. He's 180 centimeters tall with a reach. Here is Roy Jones.
This bout is
Not too many seats. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. There's a counter shot. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Oh, that jab's starting to mark them up. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Just misses with that uppercut. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Nice job blocking the left hook. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson goes to the canvas.
The referee's counting. Watching him close. Come on, make it. You can do it.
2, 3, 1.
A Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
The gaps will appear and he'll start
Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths.
timing already. The right hand's beautiful. I say, start just
Do you mind back on the job? That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you're letting back into the...
Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. Good work. He was thinking. He was smart. You weren't loading up.
Get focused, get your minds on the job, get back out there and win the round.
Think about the defense and remember what you do. Good work.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just boxing.
Great work. Stay focused.
The bell rings and we start the third. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Most of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. You'd like to see more jabs. How about that time counter shot? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Nice counter. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
He blocks the right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get focused and get your mind back on the job. Get back out.
Nice round, good round. I like that, I'm happy. Good work out there.
Fight, and now you're letting back into it. Now it's a tougher fight. And he
Missing, great work. Stay focused, don't let him back into the fight. Great.
stick on the jab and then start gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away that confidence, stop him in his tracks. That was a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight.
Back at it in round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Nice counter shot. He misses with that jab. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
They exchange punches. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Failing to score with that right hook. That counter shot lands. Good right hook. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself.
Sugar Ray is down!
I've seen many shots like that. A simple short shot. Put the fighter down.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.